Hey everyone, welcome back. We are going to back it all up. We're going to go all the way back to the beginning because so many of you are unaware of things that happened in the very beginning of this case, and I think that's important to go over. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for liking and watching my videos. And also, thank you for all the new subscribers. I appreciate you all so much. If you are new here and just catching up, we are discussing Marvon McCray. He is a 29-year-old Marine veteran who is currently in a coma in Arizona. His wife is an influencer on social media. She goes by Slay with Dre McCray. If you have been following this case for any amount of time, you have probably seen numerous videos that Dre herself posted on her social media. Those videos have been gone through extensively, and now people have been saying that she absolutely is horrifying for her behavior when her husband is in a coma, yet there's things that aren't being shown. People keep saying that Dre has showed lack of emotion the entire time Marvon's been in a coma. People have said that her videos give them chills because they lack emotion. She's not crying. She's not acting like a person would if their husband was in a coma. Yet, people are forgetting to mention that Dre did go live in her supporters on May 28th and told them what was going on, that Marvon was in a coma. She did delete the video, but people did know.
And I get to see him. He's alive, and that's what matters to me. He's still here. Every day is a gift. Every day that he is here is such a gift. You know what? It could have been worse. It could have been way worse, but it's not. And I refuse to lose my husband. So what we're not going to do is get scared and cower, and we're going to believe wholeheartedly, Slay Mafia, that he's going to be okay, more than okay. He's going to heal, and he's going to make it out of it, and the doctors are going to continue to give him the most optimal care because that's what he deserves. Whew. Okay. I love you guys.
You are absolutely entitled to your opinion about her behaviors that you have seen in her videos. However, you need the facts to be able to form an accurate opinion. This was a clip from one of her last videos that she posted on social media after this storm erupted on social media with the family and Dre. We know that this case was brought to social media at the beginning of June. We quickly learned that Letitia Bias, the bio mother of Marvon McCray, had been denied visitation to see Marvon. You'll see in the post scrolling across that on June 13th, Letitia went to social media and posted that Dre had blocked her in the family. Marvon was adopted as a child and raised by his great-grandmother. You will see a lot more in the upcoming clip. We are going to go back to July 8th, the first live where Letitia speaks with the creators MollyGoLightly and Justin of Justice for All.
Hi, Letitia. This is MollyGoLightly. Marissa, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Well, I want you to know first and foremost that we are praying for you. Me and Justin are live right now, and we're trying to gather some money for you to go back out there.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry. Excuse my voice. I just, this been a trying couple of weeks. So I'm kind of, in and out of crying. And every time I see a new update, like I just got a text message a few minutes ago that they done moved him again. I don't know what to do.
You heard Letitia state that Marvon had been moved again. She had received that in a text message. We don't know who she was getting that information from because all medical information has been completely shut off to family and outside sources. So how she was getting those updates, we don't know if it was speculation on social media or exactly how she got that information. We have not been able to confirm that he was ever moved after the specialty hospital. He was moved from the VA to a specialty hospital, and as far as we know, he might be in a secure location now, but that was not back on July 8th.
What?
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, they keep moving my baby. Every time I try to get close she do something else. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to get money for the lawyer. I'm trying to do it the legal way.
A GoFundMe account was created on June 26th by a family member of Miss Letitia Bias's, where she is the beneficiary of the monies donated to GoFundMe. Letitia has stated that that money was for legal fees and travel expenses to see Marvon in Arizona. Yet she has seen Marvon in Arizona, and the GoFundMe is still active and collecting donations to this day.
Been up there for 3.5 days, going back and forth to the hospital. These people turning me around. I just want to see them. That's it. I'm not asking for no.
We gotta put the brakes on again. Sorry, but did you hear what she just said? This was July 8th, remember. She said she's been up there for a few days and keeps getting turned around. Here's a post from her cousin also stating that she was there. This was posted on July 6th. So why has she already been to Arizona yet was not able to see him until this last time? I'm confused.
Information. I'm not asking for anything personal. But, I mean, I got a text message yesterday stating that I can.
On July 8th, an admin from the Justice for Vaughn group posted the text messages between Dre and Letitia Bias. There is not a date on the text messages, but they were posted on the 8th, so I'm assuming they were from the 6th or the 7th because they do say yesterday.
Responded back. The next thing you know, you tell me I got to go public with all of this stuff when you did this to me. I didn't do this to you.
She better let her in today. She better let her in, or I'm coming out there.
I've actually called her and I left her. She sent me the voicemail, but I did leave her a message and I said, not for nothing. I said, but we're trying to help you. Like, this has gone a little too far. And I think that if you really kind of want this to stop, because this is going to get bigger, you need to let his parents and his stepmother see him.
Although Dre was the first to post about Marvon's condition on social media, Letitia Bias herself had joined exposing Dre McCray on June 24th, the date that the group started. So yes, there was conflict between the two of them, and they were both posting on social media at the time.
And I have to say, Letitia, this is not looking good. I mean, I hate to say it, but this is not looking good. And Dre is looking very, very bad right now.
And it's been like that since the beginning, because only thing that I said to my son when I first met her, she wouldn't even come in the house. She finally came in the house and we were introduced. And I talked to her for a minute, and then I took my son outside, and I had a mother-son talk with him. And the only thing I said, was I was a little concerned, about her background, as far as like being married before, already having 2 children, and
As you can see, Letitia has expressed this concern publicly, that she did have that concern at the start of the relationship. She has since talked about it a few different times. Let's continue.
He was young. He was only 21. He just graduated Marine Corps. He was excited. I'm like, okay. And he was like, Mama, this is who I'm going to be with. So, I said, okay. And I left it like that.
It's been stated that Marvon talked to his dad almost weekly, and it's been stated that him and his mom were rekindling their relationship. Listen ahead.
But those few words that I spoke to my son drew a wedge, and it's been like that for years now. I never met my grandson. I mean, when they came to Savannah that time, anybody that know me know I'm a workaholic. So I was at work. Before I could get off to make it there, they were gone. So I hadn't even met my grandson, hold them, touch them, anything. So not only is now I'm dealing with my son, I'm worried about seeing videos of him. It's a lot. It really is a lot.
Yeah.
But the only thing I want to do is just see him. If they can let me in there for 10 minutes just to be able to hold my son's hand and kiss him, that's all I want to do. That's it. And to tell my baby that I love him. That's it. And I
You
will
deserve that.
be able to find peace inside myself knowing, but I can't give up on the part of that.
At this time, again, Letitia Baez and Marvon Sr. have both been to Arizona and seen Marvon. You can understand she absolutely wanted to see her son, and again, I think she absolutely should have been able to, and thankfully she has.
Not really knowing what happened to him, because if you knew my son the way we knew my son, it's just not his character to go outside and do something like that. I would prefer they said, I don't even know if I can say this on camera, that he did it another way.
Right.
But oh my God, it just hurt. It really do hurt. And I've tried. She says she have always had open communication with me. That is not true. We call, and I wish that there was a way to pull T-Mobile's phone records with my son's phone number, and you would see the amount of texts and calls that me and my family and my kids, his siblings, my husband, his father wife, that we all have tried to reach out to Doughboy, because we call him Doughboy, and to reach out to him, and it was always a non-response. So to get that last 2-hour conversation with my baby, it was, oh my God, it was like heaven on earth. It was heaven on earth. And then he tried to bring up certain things. And you know what I told my son on that phone? And I may be talking a little too much, but I just want to tell you this. The only thing that I said to him is that nothing in the past matters. What matters most is us staying in contact from this point on, me meeting my grandchildren. I did not say grandson. I said grandchildren. Even putting the differences aside with Drea so that I could be close to my son. Those were the words. That's what we talked about. And then we started talking about, he's talked about his lifestyle change on how he was eating. I told him that now that I do a lot of organic stuff. It was just a difference, a good conversation. A couple of days later, I get a text message, Mom, I'm thinking about you. Send me a boatload of pictures of them. Oh my goodness, phone flooded with pictures. I was so happy.
Again, I'm not judging Letitia in her situation, why Marvon was put up for adoption. However, I am stating that there was things that were obvious from the start. Letitia herself did not have very many photos to post online. People started cropping pictures of Marvon, putting them in pictures. She gathered pictures from social media sites. So it wasn't quite as it seems. And you heard her say that he sent her all of these photos. Yet she doesn't have them to post. That just caught me off. And yes, we all have family drama. However, this has been portrayed way differently than what is reality.
Then I called and text. No response again. I was like, I told my daughter, I was like, oh my God, he's gone cold again. And she was like, no, Mama, something wrong. Next thing you know, Saturday morning I wake up, my cousin called me and said, do you know that the boy in the hospital? And I was like, well, he must, I know that he was starting. No, she said, do you know he's sick? And I said, no. I said, I know last time I talked to him, he was doing fine. So she sent me a video record, because I've always been blocked on her social media site. So that's another reason why I couldn't really keep up with them. And it was.
Remember, that clip is from July 8th. Here you see a post on the 13th that Dre blocked them. There's just a lot of inconsistencies in the story throughout, and have been all along. Let's continue. Make sure you're listening.
Was a video of my son being in a coma. And I'm like, what? So I looked, and it was like 8 hours from the video being posted. So I got her number. I reached out to her. The next day, I get a text, stating, I text her the next day. I called her, then I text her the next day. Then finally, she, said she'll call me when she leaves the hospital. And a conversation happened between us. I thought it was good. I got another text 4 a.m. stating that she thought it was in the best interest that I didn't come. And it's been downward spiral ever since. But
There's a reason for the downward spiral. Letitia grouped up with the admins of Exposing Dre McCray and Justice for Vaughn. Those groups on Facebook had a mission from the get-go. It wasn't justice for Marvon, it was revenge on Dre, because Dre would not answer their questions. They got Letitia involved, and here we are.
this has been a mess. It has been a mess.
Wow.
All because I want to be there. I have not did anything to her. Nothing. Not to be able, to say no, that I can't see him, not knowing if it's my last time or not.
And let me mention, too, that it's really odd to me that these same admins were the ones calling CPS on her grandkids. Not the family, the admins of the group were the ones making the calls on behalf of Marvon's family. Does that not sound fishy or odd to anybody else? You heard Marvon Sr. mention 2 nights ago about APS. We're almost 12 weeks in. It's almost the 3-month mark.
I even said to her, I said, Trey, not for nothing. Dude, allow them 3 hours. Just go get your nails done. Go put your makeup. You don't have to be there. Leave that window open for them. And she heard me. I know she's listening. And I think...
Well, you see what's the response? I can see him.
All of a sudden,
everything that it says.
All of a sudden you can see him. But she's being harassed. We're not harassing her.
Does anybody else remember MollyGoLightly suggesting to her followers to possibly drive by Dre's house or take videos? Anybody else? No, I didn't think so either. It's been deleted from the internet, so it must not have happened. Anybody else remember admins from another page outside Dre's mom's house and making a post of that? Anybody else? But that's not harassing her, correct?
We're just simply letting her know that what she's doing is really, really, really wrong. And this is making her look very... And the more that she combats his family, the more angry Vaughn's supporters, because they're not Vaughn's supporters. They're not Dre's supporters anymore. They are Vaughn's supporters.
The hypocrisy in this story has been absolutely overwhelming. I've never seen anything like it, and every time I think, oh, it's going to slow down, there's no way it could continue. It gets worse every time.
Like they are turning her back. They're turning her back on her. They are. They're recording everything that she does. And, this is looking very bad. And we're sending everything.
I don't know if you've been seeing anything that I've posted, but can you please tell me, out of all of those posts that I posted, what did I say bad about her?
No.
Only thing I said was I want to see my son. That's it.
I
didn't say anything bad about her. I didn't say anything bad about my grand.
I'll say it again. Letitia might not have been the one to bring this to social media initially, because Dre did post about Marvon being in a coma. However, her behavior has definitely played a role in how this case and story has played out.
I just wanted to see, I just said I wanted to see him. So yes, I got a little upset when you wouldn't tell me what was wrong with my son, and then I get this email with this information in it. And you knew all along.
Are you alone right now?
Yeah, I'm sitting in my car.
You're in your car?
Yeah, because I pulled up in front of, sometimes I get to the point where I sit in front of the house and just pray, because I don't want to take the energy that I have inside the house, so I leave it in the car.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
I try to leave it in the car and just keep a clear head when I go in my house. And, you know, I pray in my car. I do a lot of stuff in my car, but I sit in here and I just think about what can I do, you know, next. It's hard when you way in another state. I'm not rich. So
I need to mention that Letitia was the one to post the police report on July 6th in the Exposing Dre McCray group. She had received this report previous to July 6th, but kept it from the public. It was actually mentioned in a post on July 30th, and we can see on the report it was issued the 24th. We do know that at the time when the report was released to the family, another creator had gotten the report and reached out to the family. Therefore, the family posted it first, basically putting it on social media first. Yet, one of the big complaints by the family has been Dre posting what they consider private and confidential information of Marvon's on the internet.
so I work hard. I take care. I look out for my kids. I look out for my grandkids, and it's like, you know, you just want to be a good mother and grandmother and wife. You're not trying to hurt anyone. I'm not doing that.
Forming a relationship with the very women who are calling CPS on your grandkids while your son is in a coma definitely feels to me hurtful. We might have different opinions. In my opinion, if the family had concerns, they should have been the ones reaching out and filing these reports on behalf of their son.
Past has been brought up when I was 14 and 16. Yes, everybody has made mistakes in their life. I didn't just throw my son away. For all of that, then all of my kids would have been gone.
Right.
It's a whole story to that, you know, but nobody believes my part on that part.
Because she's already painted a picture. And we've only known about this for about 48 hours. And when she started to call you the egg donor, that was pretty vicious. Yes, it's vicious. It's a vicious attack.
The vicious attacks have not been one-sided. I have even posted a lot of Dre's own content using it against her to point out things that are concerning to me. It's not been a one-sided vicious attack at all. We all have to take accountability for our parts and clear up some of this misinformation.
Very vicious attack.
So, regardless of whether there's something, you know, in the family, there's a disagreement or not, in these times you come together. This is when you come together.
That's what funerals and weddings and birthday parties are for. You take those times and you mend family. If someone passed away, I know in Savannah, you can be mad with somebody 100 years, but if they pass away, you show up.
Thank you, Susan.
Show your respect. Or if it's someone's birthday, or if it's, you know, I don't know if that's just Savannah, or Georgia, but, you know, we can be mad with somebody 20 years, but let something happen to them. We're running there to see if they're okay. I don't get that. I don't understand that. That's not a reason to say, oh, you hadn't talked to him for 6 years, so why show up now? Because he needs me more now than he did when he was able to take care of himself.
That's right. That's right.
He's not able now.
You need to put your arms around your son, and she needs to allow that. That's the least.
I was told that I'm toxic. Okay, if I'm toxic, then why nobody else is from around me? It's like everybody in my family loves me, and they know that if anything, they're mad because I never show up tonight because I'm always at work. But that's it. I'm not a toxic person. I'm not hateful. I don't do any of that.
You're a mother.
That's not good in God's eye.
You're a mother, and you have a son, and you deserve to wrap your arms around him and tell him you love him one more time.
I can't eat. I barely sleep. I'm barely going to work, you know, because I can't focus, because I'm like, how can I even do these things like something normal, a normal day, not knowing if my son won't even open his eyes again? It's hard.
You can form your own opinions on who's toxic, but I think there's more toxicity in this story than there isn't. And I don't think that's just a one-sided situation. By July 5th, Letitia posted an update with her Cash App. She had raised almost $800, and the GoFundMe was also increasing in funds.
I apologize for,
Don't.
Don't
but
apologize.
it's just, you caught me right at the time I was trying to release in the car, so I was already crying when you called. So I apologize about that.
Just remember, the Lord Jesus Christ loves it when you pray out loud. Remember that.
Yes.
Don't be ashamed.
Yes.
Pray out loud.
He's answering. I've seen some miracles happen in these past couple of days, so he's answering. And I just want to say thank you and for just stepping in, because you don't know me from Adam, and you guys are trying to help me see my son, and you're also worried about my grands, and you're worried about my son.
Yeah.
What more can I ask for?
Well, luck may have it that these two just by chance hooked up. It might have been just the cards falling right. But yes, you lucked out. You got the content creator that does not verify anything or fact check.
And I feel bad because I really wish that we could come to just some type of medium where, she could say, well, I don't want to be in the area when they come, but they can come. That's all we want.
And are you in touch with Dre's father and stepmother?
I don't know them.
Oh, you just don't know them or her? Okay.
No, I don't know them. I never was introduced. And the only thing I know is that my son, it hurted me one day when I saw a post about this is how a real mom is supposed to treat their kids. And my son was calling her mom, and I'm being called an egg donor. That hurt it. But I forgive and I forget, because I say, you know not what you do. You can't get mad with somebody that may not know what they're doing.
Right.
So I let it go. But I never met any her parents, and we got a grandson. We share a grandson with each other, and I don't even know that woman's name. I don't know her father or her stepfather's name.
I need to mention that there was also restrictions that the hospital was putting in place because of infection protocol. That's typical in the hospital.
But she know everything about us, because they let you know my son talk about us. She know everything about us. And when she came, even though I was at work after she had the baby, they treated her with love and open arms. It wasn't like we don't like her and this, that, and the other. It was never like that. Never. And my grandmother, that's my grandmother, who she keep talking about. My grandmother has dementia.
Oh.
I talked to my grandmother on the phone. We would never. That's my mother's mother. Why would I threaten my mother's mother? Come on.
I need to remind you that Marvon's adoptive mother, his great-grandmother, Letitia's grandmother, was aware of the incident on May 23rd. She was notified almost immediately following the incident by Dre. Dre has stated many times online that they have a wonderful relationship with his adoptive mother. He is in contact with her still all of the time. Dre is in contact with her. They have a relationship with the kids and the entire family. She does have health concerns. And that is the reason why she has been unable to travel to Arizona to see Marvon.
I just want you to know that there's thousands. You have thousands of people right now live that are showing you tons of support, and thousands of people that are praying for you right now.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thousands from all over the world.
Thousands and thousands of misinformed individuals running with misinformation.
Dre, I just want you, I know you're watching this, and I hope you can find some compassion in your heart. You say that you follow Jesus. And the message of Jesus is compassion. And that is how you know someone. So I hope that you hear Vaughn's mother's voice, the cry in her voice, the anguish as a mother, and really search your heart and let her see your son. Put your ego aside. Put all things aside. And let her see your son.
That's all we want.
I need to make a video of just the cringe moments throughout this case, except there would be so many, it might take a whole week to watch it. That was cringe. Extremely cringe. First of all, I'm sure she is not sitting around watching you guys all day, every day. Who has 10 hours a day to watch you guys ramble on YouTube? Not many of us. And it's really interesting how you guys throw in the God conversation at certain times, yet you guys are associated with admins from Facebook groups that have been going on different religious organizations' Facebooks and making comments. Admins from the Facebook groups that you associate with. Real cool. Real good book there. And yet, I think I've heard these similar creators sit online and bash her about her religious choices. I have my own opinions, but I'm not sitting here trying to use God and the conversation around God to get an interview with Dre.
That's right. That's exactly right. Where's the banner go?
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. How about you get some rest? We are both live on YouTube on Justice for All. I'm MollyGoLightly. This is Justin, and we have your Cash App up. I've put your information for your GoFundMe up on my videos, and hopefully Dre tonight will address this and let us know that she's going to allow you guys, she's going to do the right thing and allow you guys to see Vaughn, because that's what we really want.
Thank you.
You're welcome. God bless you, honey.
You too.
Enjoy your evening.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And let's be very clear about something. Just because I'm pointing out all the misinformation and intentional misleading of facts in this case does not mean I don't have empathy for what the mom is going through. I can't even imagine what the entire family is going through. Yet it does not excuse behaviors, because these behaviors have led to the shitstorm we are currently in, with all the lies and the miscommunication. Does anybody think that maybe she would have been able to see Vaughn way sooner had this all not blown up on social media? And again, I agree, Dre brought it to social media because it's her job. This is her job. People care about their family, so of course it was going to be posted on social media. But I think Letitia's behavior of becoming involved with admins from groups that are attacking her family absolutely led to the downfall and the spiral that this case has been on from day one. But there's also been things such as the clip you're about to see that MollyGoLightly has done an effort to be the spokesperson or help this family out that have, in my opinion, greatly impacted the way this case has played out and continues to play out. I'm sorry, but they call it blackmailing, what Dre said to Letitia. You tell me what you think of this.
Okay, so MollyGoLightly here. This is kind of an open letter to Dre, Slay. Okay. Yeah. So this is where we're at right now. I was just doing a live with Justin over on Justice for All. And we know that you're watching, Dre. You can say, MollyGoLightly don't affect me. I'm living my best life. Sure you are. Okay, so this is how it goes. Last night we said, if you want this all to go away, you need to do the human thing and allow his family, his parents, whether they're biological or step, let his parents see him and say goodbye.
There's absolutely so much to unpack in this clip. This is a video from, again, July 8th. It was just after her and Justin's live. She went live on her own, and she makes this statement to Dre. It's weird, it's awkward, and definitely not a creator's place, in my opinion, to even mediate something like this.
Well, since that's happened, multiple people, a lot, have been calling the Yuma Police Department, CPS, news stations, reporters. They think the kind of stuff you don't really want on your back.
Let's be very clear on who these phone calls were coming from. These phone calls were coming from creators, followers, admins of Facebook groups, but yet not one single member of the family.
It wasn't all me. All I've done is make the videos. So how about this? After all of these weeks of treating this family like crap, you're not going to believe what Dre, this chick, had to say about all of this. I personally could not believe it. I was like, what? Let's see if I can get it again. Let me see. Who sent them to me? All right, here it is. This is how it goes. Okay. So this is Dre. She's definitely changed her mind. So at 5:13 p.m., she says, in an effort to reduce the danger, this email, this text message is from Dre to Von's mother. Are you ready? She's got some nerve. She's got cojones. In an effort to reduce the danger that you've put me and my family in. She did. She didn't do nothing. I'm reaching out to offer you the opportunity to see Marvon. Oh, all of a sudden, you don't say. I've always offered to communicate with you should you reach out and inquire about my husband. And that offer still stands. As of like today. So the mom replies, hi, Dre, thanks for reaching out to me. Your family's safety is very important to me. I would never do anything to jeopardize that. I would love to see my son. I would love to put any differences aside and move forward and put what's more important at the forefront. Marvon, please, I pray this message is real and will make arrangements as soon as I can confirm I will be allowed to see him. As I have attempted to see him once and would have made arrangements for travel and stay, please let me know what I can do to take the next step in seeing him. Thank you. So Dre, Slay, McKay, Gray, she responds with, you're welcome. I've always encouraged communication between us. Marvon is no longer in such a critical state as he was in the last time that we spoke. He has been improving every single day and is less at risk receiving visitors. 7 doctors said that he's 100% brain dead. Okay. Although I appreciate you saying you wish no harm on my family, your deliberate actions have shown otherwise. I do not agree with the extent you've exposed such personal and private information about my husband, meaning the police report that was given to her by the police. This woman is not being able to see her son. The parents live in Georgia. She's in Tucson, Arizona. We have video of her saying, no, call security. This woman needs a lawyer. Stat. I do not agree with the extent you've exposed such personal and private information about my husband. You can only imagine the horrific demeanor in which I saw him, being blamed for his doing. I never blamed you. I don't think anyone's really blamed you. You gotta get conscious. Being blamed for his doing has only increased what a nightmare it was to see him in that state, which is why I shielded it from the public. Wait. Shielded it from the public. Wait. You've put out a video of him having a seizure in a car. It was heartbreaking. You do these little videos where you claim that he's moving. you don't show it. And then you're saying to your viewers, I'm gonna stand in front of his body, take a picture of me in this lit dress with him in the bed behind you. It's a little demonic to me. I don't know much about Jehovah, but if Jehovah is people like you, I don't want them knocking on my door. Evil. So let's see, this is more. I welcome you with open arms if you can agree to make a public statement outlining that we are in communication to arrange visitation and that all the threats and harassment towards me, my children, my family, my friends, and my close associates need to cease. With that being done, again, we can move forward into working together. Also, I've never obtained any sort of restraining orders against you, Letitia. I look forward to your reply. Okay. All right, sister. Nobody's threatened you. I don't know where you got the idea that anyone was threatening you. And why are you blaming his mother for it?
I love how she continues to say no one's threatened you, yet there was people parked outside her mom's house taking pictures and making posts online, and some creator, I don't know who, suggested that a follower go take videos of Dre's house, and they did it, and they posted it online. So if you think that that's not concerning, we definitely are living in two different worlds.
Anything that me, Justin, or anyone's been talking about, we have Aunt Karen, right? Talking about it. People are starting to pick it up. His fellow Marines are starting to find out about what's going on. Well, nobody's threatened you.
Maybe if she says it enough, it'll become true in her head.
A lot of us have had discussions with people in the medical field. That's about it. And you want to know something? All these new people coming around were your supporters. And all those people that are paying to look at your private videos, those people are recording everything that you say and do. So the fact that you would blackmail her into controlling me and thinking you're gonna make a deal, I don't like it when people try and make deals with me. So
It's interesting that they call the text message thread between Dre and Letitia blackmail, yet here Molly is doing this. I'm kind of confused how they understand definitions.
I'm going to double down and tell you that Letitia absolutely will not be apologizing for Justin or without a crystal ball or without Aunt Karen or the thousands that care for him. So what I believe should happen is I think that you should Cash App Letitia $1,000. I think you should Cash App that because I think that you should be paying for her flight and her accommodations in Tucson.
I never realized how powerful some YouTube creators really think they are. It is really concerning that some of these people think they have this much power to make people do what they want.
That's the deal. Do not think that I am some sort of pushover or that people are going to just take this, watching you abuse his family and weaponize this guy. This is your husband. Everything that you've ever done is all evidence. This is all evidence. I didn't even know who you were 48 hours ago. So yeah.
It was obvious back then that you didn't know anything about them, and it's obvious still that you don't know anything about this family or about the facts of this case and how we are in the position we are in today. You have done nothing but spread misinformation the entire time.
If you think that you're going to sit here and make deals, well, that's the counter. You're going to pay for her. Because you want to know something? All the money that's been donated to her, she needs for an attorney.
Why Molly expects Dre to pay for Letitia's travel to Arizona is beyond me, but Letitia had already been fundraising and collecting money for attorney's fees and travel.
Okay? I know you want people to stop. Nobody's harassing you. I told you I want to help you. We want to help you. Things are not making sense, and you're making it worse. Vaughn needs a voice. You're not his voice. You're part of the problem. You have a sickness. You're very stubborn. You need to realize that this is not about you and your video about like, I always win because I'm a crazy bitch. Okay, I'm predicting single and staying that way. Do you think anyone's going to want to settle down with you after this? No. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. You're going to pay for her trip. Just send her $1,000. You were just saying, hey, money's not an object to me. I made $600,000 last year. All right, so give her $1,000 for her to get out to Tucson. Okay, and I think the right thing to do is for me to fly out on the same day. And I would like to accompany Letitia, stay in the same hotel. I'll drive her around. I'll take her to eat. And then when it's time to see her son, we will go to the hospital and I will wait for her. There's no threats. And this doesn't have to be like this long drawn out drama thing. Let's be human about this. This is her son, whether you like her or not, because it seems like you don't like anybody that is connected to him. And I feel really bad for him. I feel bad for his family. I feel bad for his brother. I feel bad for your son. I feel bad for your daughters, dude. You better tone it down, girl. You need to tone it down. First things first, I think you need to get his mother the funds to get her out there. And she'll let me know when she receives them. And then I will book my flight and hotel, and I will be accompanying her the whole way. Justin might be accompanying me as well. Thank you so much for watching.
There's a lot to unpack in that video. I know there's a lot. But going back and looking at the videos that started this entire story online, there's so many details that have been missed or intentionally skipped over. I'm not asking you to change your opinions on how you feel about Dre or Dre's behavior online. I am asking you to rewatch the actual videos that got us to where we are in this story. The actual things that Letitia has said herself out of her own mouth. Again, I don't know why so much misinformation has been so prevalent in this case and continues to be, or why these creators are not taking this case seriously and actually doing due diligence and finding out truth and facts. I leave you with this question. If you didn't see this video on July 8th, would you have the same opinion you do now? Would this video or knowing the details that were missed change your opinion? Tell me below in the comments. Thank you again, everybody, for watching another one of my videos. You guys are amazing. I'm sorry this one's a lot longer than my typical. Next one I'll make short.